Hi, Valerie here from Stamping with Val. Hello. So, this morning, this happened. Where is it? Where's it gone? There, a box. What? Oh, I can't. There's a box down there, all right? I'll tell you what, look. Look, see, there's a box. Okay, that was easy. That was easier. Right, press the button. Right, it just came about 15-20 minutes ago. So this is the order I put in Thursday morning. It wasn't an enormous order. These were the things I couldn't possibly live without a moment longer. Okay, so it wasn't the world's most enormous order. It was just the things that I desperately wanted. Hi, Baz. So these were the items to finish off my online class that I'm waiting to get finished. Just the little knickknacks and bits to go with that. It's supplies to prepare for my next online class so that I'm a little bit getting ahead there. It's the planner. Yeah, I know. And just stuff like that. So it was a small order. So I have more stuff coming in another order that I placed on Saturday after I'd done my big launch event. That's where the bulk of my stuff is coming. This is just the stuff that I really didn't want to go a moment longer without, basically. Okay, so this one's come. It was originally scheduled to be delivered tomorrow. It sat in Germany all weekend. It got to Tamworth on, well, I thought it had sat in Germany all weekend. It looked like it was going to, and then it didn't. It arrived in Tamworth late Sunday night. It was still then scheduled for delivery on Wednesday. I'm not quite sure, but then I've got bumped onto an earlier delivery for Tuesday. And even then, it can vary what time he comes. Sometimes he comes in the morning. Sometimes he comes just before I do the school run. So I was really lucky that he came early as well. So let's go ahead. I haven't even opened the tape, so this is all new for both of us. All of us. Both of us, because it seems to be me and Baz at the minute. But all of us. So let's go ahead. Let's get the camera mounted up and let's open the box. So let's put this in here. I think I'm going to have to raise this up so that we can open the box. But then what we might do is we'll empty the box out and then we'll take it away and lower it back down. So here we are. Here's the box. So, there we go. That was easy, wasn't it? Hi, Carly. So, packaging. Chuck that out of the way. We don't want that. Right then, as I say, it wasn't an enormous order. It really wasn't. So, I think the best thing to do is take it out of the box. And, we'll have a good look at it. Get the box out of the way. The box just gets in the way, doesn't it? Right. And then we can lower the camera back down a bit so you can see better. So, and the other thing I haven't done is let me turn this on so that I can see what you can see. And then I can make sure, and then I can see your comments as well if you're leaving them. So, here we are. Right then, adhesive sheets. Baz has to put the adhesive sheets. Yeah, they're there. Oh, okay. I forgot I ordered that. Paste. Yay. Right then, so. Bit of organisation maybe. It's not much, is there? There's not much really. I think we'll save that for the end, don't you think? Right then, and some paper. Let's have a look at the paper because it takes up quite a lot of space. Okay, so I actually ordered a second pack of the picker pattern. So you've already seen this when I did my original pre-order unboxing. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough to do my online class, so that's for that. So that's just backups basically. Okay, then we have the Naturally Eclectic designer series paper. So this is going to be my Sent with Love kit, craft kit for July, using this suite. So obviously you'll get paper as part of that kit. Okay, I just liked the colours in this suite. I think it's beautiful. This particular pattern of paper, look at that. How pretty is that? It's just gorgeous. Oh, let's just take it out of there. Let's just be done with it. Right, so you've got that on that side, and then on the other side you've got sort of a raining navy, like that too. Okay, next up you've got, oh, there's sort of like watercolour splodges, but more uniform than just splodges, more round than that, but not completely uniform. But then they look like they've been dripped with water as well. That's pretty. Okay, with the pale blue, it's got like little crosses on it on the back. One sort of dashes. So we've got Lemon Lime Twist, Emerald Envy, Soft Sky and Night of Navy in this paper. Look at that, isn't that nice? Like a big sheet of watercolour. That's perfect for me who doesn't watercolour, because then I can get that look without getting messy. Okay, then you've got this sort of chevron print. So this has got all the colours in it. So you've also got Berry Burst. You've got Peekaboo Peach. Fresh Fig is part of this bundle. Is that in here? I suppose some of these darker ones might be figgy. So, and on the back of that, some more watercolour in the Berry Burst. Lovely. This one's fun, all covered in like watercoloured gems. I like that one. Look at those. More watercolouring on the back of that. The emerald going into the navy. Like it. Sort of a floral one with the burst. Berry Burst. Some of the green. And then a fabulous stripe on the other side. That's nice, isn't it? Again, watercolour stripes throughout. Definite watercolour feel throughout. So that's all of those. So I'm going to have fun playing with that. Ready for my next class. So what have we got next? Let's carry on with that sort of a theme then. So to go with that, I ordered the Oh So Eclectic stamp set. It's a clear mount stamp set rather than clear. Okay, you've got these gorgeous flowers. I'm sure they have some sort of name. Don't ask me what it is. I'm not in the least bit garden, whatever the word is. Okay, I'm not a gardener. Not at all. So you've got leaves and flowers, and then little tiny prints, couple of little sentiments as well, random bits and bobs. And then to go with that, you have some dies. Okay. And what I liked about this die set, from what I could tell in the catalogue, was that you get dies that match the stamps themselves. So like this one, which goes around here like that. Okay, and the same with the leaves. But then you also get ones that sort of cut out like that sort of pattern, so you get an outline. So let me describe for this one, for example. There's one for that one as well, and then for this one. When you're peeling these off the back of here, these ones look quite good, but sometimes they can be fragile. The best thing to do is peel the backing away from the die. Don't try and peel the die off the backing. So this kind of cuts out the outline like that. So you end up with gaps in between. But then there's also an outline one that you can either then pair the two together. Can you cut them at the same time? Let's see if I can work out how they fit together. It's like a little bit of Krypton factor right here, first thing in the morning. There, like that. Oh, you can. Okay, so but looks like you should be able to very carefully position those on your big shot at the same time and cut out the outside and the inside, so you can get a die cut like the flower, or you can stamp the flower and die cut it just using the outline part. Okay, so there's one of those that fits inside that flower as well. There's also an outline of a leaf. This looks like the inside of a leaf, but it's not going to fit in here. This one actually doesn't die cut. It kind of embosses. It leaves an impression in your card. It doesn't cut all the way through. Okay, and when you feel it, you can kind of tell because they're not quite as sharp as the blade ones. They're sort of smoothed off a bit. Okay. You've got this diamond type one here and an outline for that there. Some other little ones. These look like they're going to emboss. That looks like it's going to emboss as well by the feels of it. And maybe this one too. And then you've got this cuts, this big sort of chevron type pattern here, right? Which looks yummy. And I can't wait to do that. And you can either cut from the front of your card, or you could then cut round the outside of this as well. So I like this because you've got different styles of dies in here. You've got cutting dies, but you've also got, this one feels like it embosses, this one, this one, this one, all feel like they emboss rather than cut. So, like those. And then so that I can start playing around with that suite, I ordered some ribbons to go with it. So I ordered some of the Berry Burst. This is like crinkled seam binding. It is called crinkled seam binding. So basically it looks like it's been screwed up in my drawer because I don't iron. So most of my clothes look like this most of the time. Okay, so you've got this lovely, and in this lovely Berry Burst colour. Look at that. Oh, it's yummy. It's all soft. So you can scrunch it up even more to add to your projects. You can tie it. Oh yeah, it's going to tie lovely. There we are. You can tie it, but still get that crinkled look with your bows. This edge almost looks slightly frayed. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Okay. I think I've got some other colours of this coming, but I wanted just one to get started with. Okay, next up, I also ordered some of the new gold sequin trim. Oh, it's going to be hard to get your scissors in there. Hang on, I'll have to find the end. There we go. So they retired the old sequin trim and bought us this new one. And I hadn't really appreciated what the difference is. And the difference is this one's tiny. Where's the end? Oh, well, this isn't the end, but it'll do as an end. Because I think it's the bottom end, not the top end. It's really small. It's really fine. Look, that's tiny. It's cute, though. It'll tie better, actually, I'd imagine, because it's quite hard to tie sequins. But if they're smaller, you could even tie that, see? It doesn't really hold the knot so well, but a couple of glue dots would solve that problem. So there you go. Not too, it's really quite narrow compared to what we've had in the past. So that's those. So that's the stuff I've ordered from that Naturally Eclectic suite, so I can make a start on my next class. I also got some of the adhesive sheets. Now you get 12 of these, and they're like 6 inches by 12 inches. Okay, so at first glance you think £9. How much? But you actually get 12 pieces this size. Now it's one of those things, it's a bit like your glitter card or your foil card where you're going to want to use it sparingly. So you're going to want to hold on to all your scraps and see what you can eke out of all of them. Okay, and it does come with some instructions. Okay, so let's have a look and see what it says. So it says to create your own self-adhesive die cuts or stickers from pre-cut shapes. Right, so the adhesive's permanent and acid-free, so it's fine for scrapbooking and memory keeping. So remove the top sheet from the adhesive sheet. Not quite sure which is the top sheet. It doesn't actually specify at the moment. Let's read on and see if it gives us more details. Place your cardstock on the adhesive. Cut the cardstock then using the bead shot. Then remove the backing. To create stickers from pre-cut shapes, place the shape between the adhesive and the top sheet. Press firmly or rub to cover and then remove. I'll have to play with that one. I didn't quite understand that first time round. So basically you remove one of, it says the top sheet, but then it doesn't actually say which is the top sheet. So I'm hoping somebody smarter than me is going to explain which is the top sheet. This will make me late for work. Sorry, Bev. Maybe this is the top sheet. I don't know. That's sticky. So stick your card to there. Okay, trim it out just the size of the die cut. You don't want to waste any. Okay, run it through your big shot. Then when you've done that, I presume you can remove, you'll have like a backing, a bit like a dimensional. Then that you remove off the other side that you'll peel off. And then you'll have a sticky die cut. Bev says hurry up. Sorry, Bev. Right, so we'll play around with those. I'll do a video or something and explain how those work. Right then, the next must-have was the new embossing paste. Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to do that last. I'll tell you what I'm going to do last because it dries really, really fast, the embossing paste, and I need to be able to then wash it afterwards. So, more bits and bobs to go with this month's kit. So I ended up getting some of the crushed curry twine. Okay, and the Flirty Flamingo, which is the white and coloured stripy twine for this month's class. And these as well, the clips, because these weren't on pre-order. So, even though the paper was. So we've got, look at the cute little leaf shape. Oh, I like that. Little leaf shape. Little banner shape. These are fun. And a little black, little triangle-y thing. Oh, those are nice. Oh, and they make a nice clinky sound when you drop them together. Okay, right. Oh, and those ones are all caught up. Look, I'll have to, I'll fight them later. I like those. I like the banner and the leaf particularly. Right, so I can finish that class now, you see. So, the other thing in that class was washi tape, and I forgot to order it. So, that's coming in the other order. Or shall we save the planner to last? What do you think? Embossing paste, planner. I thought we'll do the embossing paste because the planner's going to take longer. I'll nip out on you and wash the spatula thing. So, paste. So I ordered myself a silicone craft sheet because I didn't own one. So that I can mix embossing paste with inks. Okay, I'm going to do a whole video series on embossing paste. Once I've taught myself how to use it, okay, I'm going to do a whole video series on it coming in a few weeks' time. Completely free. It'll just be on the blog, a daily video on the blog. Just going through some of the different techniques that you can do with the embossing paste. But basically, that's sticky. It looks a bit like icing. It smells, oh, poor. It smells. Oh, it smells strong. Oh, gosh, you're going to know you've had that out. And then basically, I've got it on my fingers because it was on the lid. But basically, yeah, it's like buttercream. Basically, it's like buttercream. Okay, you don't need very much. And then you have your masks. I don't say one saying masks, masks, because I'm from the south. Masks, not masks. I've obviously been up north, been north of the Watford Gap too long. Look at me. Right. So you get that one, sort of reminiscent of the Eastern Palace suite, a sort of a big medallion. Bev's going to watch it later if I can. You'll be able to watch it later, Baz. There is a recording. It was recorded on the page. It'll be there. So You'll be able to catch it later. Okay, and we're going to have a class, a live class, doing the embossing paste as well, Baz. Well, Baz as well, and Bev. So if you fancy coming and having a go at getting crafty, watch out for that. We're going to do that in July. So you've got a brickwork one. Oh, look, you've got clouds. I love the clouds. Embossing paste through that. You see, it's just genius. Genius. And then again, another sort of like chevron pattern. So basically, you would put your piece of card down. You would pop this on top. These are nice, actually. They feel like they're going to fall and they're not going to slip around. They're not, even though they're shiny, they're not slidey, if that makes sense. you see, Bev's a northerner, so mask is right, not mask. Okay, so basically you would load up your palette knife and you get a couple of different ones. You get like a little mini trowel one. You get one that's like for poly filler or a wallpaper scraper. And then you've got this sort of little knife one. I don't know what the differences are. I haven't worked that out yet. I'm not sure there are, other than personal taste, to be perfectly honest with you. But you would load up with paste and then you would just spread it across there, either uniformly or randomly. I say you can colour this with inkers, and it's going to be really good fun and I can't wait. Right, so yes, if you're interested, if you live in and around Rugby in the UK, I will be having an in-person class. Okay, that's at my local hall, a live class, where you will get paste, you'll get the knives, you'll get the masks, you'll get the silicone sheet, all in your class fee. And then basically we're going to spend an evening doing techniques with the embossing paste. I'm yet to firm up a date on that. I think I've got one, but I'm just going to confirm it in the next few days. But we're looking around mid-July for that. Okay, but if you're not able to come shortly afterwards, I am going to do a video series, which isn't quite the same as doing it yourself live, but for those of you who don't live near me, we'll have a video series on the blog. So let me go and wash this trowel thing before it dries on, because apparently it dries really quickly. It's probably one where it's maybe worth having some baby. If you've got baby wipes on hand for your crafting, can I come? You're perfectly welcome, Baz. Of course you can come. Always. You're always welcome to class, anytime. You know, if you're one of those, look, see, it dried to my hands. It didn't even come off. I only gave them a really quick rinse. I didn't wash them properly. So it does dry fast, as I've just demonstrated. If you're one of those crafters who has baby wipes handy on their desk, I imagine certainly for these you could just wipe it off really quickly. You have to clean the masks off as well really quickly as well. So when you're finished with them, otherwise it'll dry on, and then I think it will come off, but you'd have to like scrub it off then. So right then, so, and then yes, I didn't have one of these silicone mats, but in order to, you need something that you can get inky and it doesn't matter. So I decided to treat myself to one of those. Okay, they're just like, you have them for cooking and baking and stuff as well, don't you? I've got a big cooking one that I use for rolling out pastry and stuff on. And then finally, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's not light. The planner. I've got people who want to come round and actually physically touch it. Okay. Oh dear, they want to actually physically touch it. I imagine, I don't blame them. It's going to be different to see it on video. I'm going to do my best for you, but it's not the same as seeing it in real life, is it? Okay, you get a little, well, you get a little instruction thing. All right, in a million different languages. Okay, so it doesn't matter which one you speak. So it explains what you get in your kit. It tells you what the coordinating colours for it are, which are Calypso, Coral, Emerald Envy, Gold, Lemon Lime Twist, Night of Navy, Pool Party and Real Red. So most of my favourite colours then, basically. So it was a bit of a no-brainer. Okay. There's a video. So Stampin' Up! Had a video Okay, but then obviously I'm now doing a video, and I might do another one just properly, but depends how good a job we do on this one. And then because the planner tips, it says, because the planner does not have printed dates, you can start it at any time, any month. Excuse me, assemble the planner before you begin writing dates. And you know what, I've just realised I made a cup of tea somewhere along the line, and then I've left it somewhere. It's probably in the lounge. It'll be cold now. So, here we go. Right, that's just a box. So we're sealed in plastic again. So there's the planner itself. It's quite deep that way. 5 centimetres, 2 inches that way. How big is it that way? 20 centimetres, 8 inches that way. And about 22.5, so about 9 inches that way. Okay, 8 by 9 by 2. All nicely wrapped in plastic, all nicely sealed. So the folder itself is Night of Navy, but it's got these lovely gold foil polka dots on it. And you get these gold corners too to protect it. So if you're stuffing it in your handbag, which I'm probably likely to do. Okay, and it's all nicely finished inside as well. You've got a lovely gold clip as well, so that all matches and what have you. And then in here, it's just like a bit of foam cardboard. Ooh. And some silica gel. Do not eat this, okay? Right, oh, more cellophane. Well, it's all well packaged then. We can't fault them for that. It's all well packaged. I'm going to really carefully. I don't want to spoil any of it. There we are. It's well packaged, can't fault them for that. So let's just start at the top, I think. So on the top we have what look like cute little patterned post-it notes. One with a little rose in the corner, one with a little stripe across the top, and one with a little, that's a bit like Rose Garden, that is. Okay. Yeah, they're sticky across the top like a post-it note. So you've got those, but the little patterns match. You've got a couple of little pockets, okay. And these have got holes in, so they have been punched as well. It's just that they're still there in the thing itself. So just pop those out. And the same for that one. So you've got 2 little pockets. You could tuck receipts in here, pop your shopping list in there. Anything you need to keep handy, you can pop in there. Is that big enough for a birthday card? Let's have a look. Here's one from the other day. You can just pop that in there. I want to make sure that it's not going to interfere with the holes. That's the only thing. Yeah, if you pop it off to one side, you could tuck a birthday card in there. So if you've got to remember to send somebody a card, you could tuck it in there. Oh, I've bent that one. Okay, so you've got a couple of little pockets. This one's navy with the roses. Okay, like that. Then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 like mini pocket pages. Okay, so almost like mini scrapbooking, basically. And I'm fairly certain I saw that like that post-it note would tuck in there as well. Okay, so there's 4 of those. Next up, what have we got? Not sure. Planner type pages. They all seem to be the same. Right, how many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's obviously one of these per month, therefore. Presumably that you can make little notes. Oh, no, it's the back of there, look. Silly me. Okay, so these are... These are the monthly, like a month to view then. Okay, this is the month to view. Okay, so January, February, March. And then whilst you've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, presumably therefore, there's a Friday. Oh yeah, look there, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not being very bright about this, am I? Right, so... This is why you have to think carefully and put the pages in before you start, okay? And have a little bit of a think about it. Because when it's going to come like this, you're going to be a bit like me. A bit kind of like, ah. Right, so. There's your month to view, effectively, for each month. So here would be January, okay? And then the little square in the corner is where you would put the date. And that's why you can start it at any time and any year, okay? Then you would have, obviously, that one. That will go like that, okay? And then this is going to be where the week to view ones start, basically, okay? So then there would be one, what, February. This is what I'm thinking anyway. This is what I'm thinking, right? But then on that side, you've got that pretty little notes and things and what have you. So presumably there's a whole bunch of those then. About 12, okay? So one for each month for those. So those would go in next, okay? Right. Next up we have, yeah, a load of week to view pages, basically. Presumably 52 of them, you know, given that's how many weeks there are in a year. So then you've got your week to views to put in, okay? Now, the only thing you might find is, I don't know how many there are. Did it say on the instructions? What did I do with the instructions? Did anybody see what I did with the instructions? Can't find it now. Oh, it's over there. Oh, look, there's instructions on the back. Look, oh, how stupid am I? Okay. Oh, daft, I am daft. So you get a front cover, then you put in one of those, then you put in the back of those, then you put in a load of the week to view ones, then you've got some sort of notes page. I'm daft, I am. I've already pointed out there were instructions. So there's a whole bunch of these anyway, because obviously there's that 50 odd weeks in the year as we discussed. So, okay. Oh, look, and on the back, there's the stripe on the back. So that's how you would fill a month. So January, and then we'd find the January one, okay, and put all those in, and then February and March. So these are the monthly dividers then. Okay. Oh, look at that one with the spots. Pretty. Love that one. These are so nice. Right then. So those are the monthly dividers. Oh, okay. And then you get some stickers. So we've got some gold foil, very shiny stickers. So we've got 3 sheets of that one. So these are basically to use to then decorate the pages of your planner, basically. Okay. And then 3 sheets of this one. We've got little symbols. What have we got? Haircut, eating out, service the car, maybe, bow, birthdays perhaps, or parties. You can use them for whatever you like, can't you? Okay, and then some little flag tabs, little pretties, just just to make it pretty. Where's the point in being organised if it's not pretty? Being pretty is about the only way I'm going to get organised, is doing it pretty. And then you have got like a sort of a tab, if you like, a tab file. So you could put that, move that to today's date or today's week, so that if you were looking for what's on today, you could always just turn straight to that page. Okay, that one's still got a little bit of the tab in it. I'll take that out. And then packaging. Okay. So there you have it. So there's my order. So what else did it show you then in here then? So then they popped in some pocket pages. They've just shown you how you would use the various elements or how you might decorate each page, basically. Right then. So there you go. Hang on a minute. Hello, I'm back. Right then, so you've had a bit of a sneaky peeky at my first order. Okay, so as I say, these were just the essentials that I couldn't live without, that I had to have right now. Okay, enough to finish my online class. Next to start prepping for next month's online class, the embossing paste, because I can't wait to start having an experiment with that, and the planner, because quite frankly I'm thoroughly disorganized. Okay, so thank you all for popping in, because it was a bit impromptu, so I'm sorry if you missed me live, because it wasn't impromptu. It's not my regular slot or anything, because it's Tuesday morning. But you can catch the replay if you missed it live. Okay, and feel free to give me a like or a share or leave me a comment. That'd be great. And if you're interested in any of those things that I've talked about in terms of coming to the embossing paste class or things like that, or check out my online classes, the Scent with Love craft kits and the coordinating online class. Now I can get that one finished. I can start to put all the final details together for that one. And I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.